Hey everybody, it's Ben and
Me. Yay.
but they don't know your name.
Aw. Archer.
Yeah, louder. Much louder. I
Okay.
want you to talk so loud that your mom can hear you upstairs without watching the stream.
Why?
Because then people can hear you.
Oh.
Like if you were watching a stream, like you're watching a stream, would you
Yeah.
want them to be really quiet and you couldn't hear them? Yeah, probably. But, some people want to hear.
Okay.
Yeah, and then wipe your mouth. Yeah, perfect. Let me see. You gotta look good on camera. It's hard to look as good as me. Yeah. But okay, you tried. So this is Archer, my stepson, also known as Karen's son. We're on Chess TV. We just started Chess TV, so we have 1,099 viewers. I was in Michigan on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and now I'm not. And we're back in the basement. They finished the basement today, actually. They were supposed to take 4 to 5 days. They took 11. They took 12 days, and they could have done a better job. But the paint's really good, right?
Yeah.
See, told you. Yeah, and so forth. Hopefully, you guys can hear us and see us. We should have better lighting because the walls are nicely painted, and so forth. All right, not too much talk in the chat. All right, chat's not too bright. It's hard to understand. Okay, let's do some puzzles. I don't know how to do puzzles. Whenever I try, it doesn't work. Puzzles, and then, no, I don't want that. Let's see. What do we want to do? We want to go home. Yeah. And then we want to click puzzles, chess puzzles. And then we want to do custom. And then what should we set the rating at? It's at 2,000 to 3,200.
Yeah.
Just keep it at that.
Actually, 2,200.
All right. And we won't tell your mom. She'll say, man, these puzzles are hard. Yeah. All right. Okay, you're white. This must be one of the 3,000 ones. Go, Archer.
Yeah, I know.
Right, you say the answer.
Rook takes g7. Then rook takes f7. Then bishop takes d4. Then rook g7.
All done. That was 2279
Oh.
for some reason. Yeah. Yay, you did well. I hope you guys understood that answer. All right. Probably not. Okay, go Archer. Where's the resign button? I need to resign. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This must be harder than the last one. Frankly. Say hello to Ben's computer wife. I have a computer wife? Cool.
Queen takes d7.
Agreed. Always play bishop f1.
And then rook takes.
Agreed. Oh, I agreed with that too. I thought that was right. Huh. Well, what do you know? I thought rook takes king here was winning. Oh, maybe it's not. And queen takes king here. Oh, then rook h6.
Yeah.
I forgot about rook h6. All right, so we have to solve it again.
Rook f2.
Agreed.
King takes f1.
Yay, that was 2543. All right, so far so good. Go Archer. I like this position because we're down the exchange. So I like that part. Oh, Karen Plankton. Yeah, I forgot about SpongeBob. Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
queen b2.
Mm-hmm.
Queen takes a1.
Uh-huh. Like to thank my sponsor, NordVPN. Not sure if they're going to sponsor us again. Their communication with Karen isn't great. Probably because we have NordVPN on, so we can't get their communications. Wait, what? This is the easiest move of all of them.
King h8.
Yeah. What? I made another move?
What?
Rook e7, that's mean.
Knight c7.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, knight b8. That's what you thought he would play.
This rook takes.
All done. 2578. Hooray. Put it in H. That's not true. Things are fine. Wait, what happened? Go, Karen. Am I supposed to ban somebody? Let's see. Well, I don't know what happened. Did Karen ban somebody? I hope so. All right. Yeah, next. You're refuting what I said? I didn't say nothing. Go NordVPN. Karen didn't tell me if they're re-upping our sponsorship. But they better. Rawr. Otherwise, I'll start my own VPN. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rook takes f6.
Always sack the exchange.
Bishop h6. d7.
Your move might be better than mine. I was going to play queen g8. d7, king d8. Yeah, your move's better. I didn't see d7. No.
Queen g8.
Yeah. 2333. Let's see. Children's children were banned. It's true. All right, go Archer. Hey, we're down the exchange. And the last one, we sacked the exchange. So this is all working out great.
Yay.
It's trying to learn. Hey, trying to learn.
Rook g8.
Correct.
97.
That's what I think it is. It's Spencer. Go Spencer. Yeah, the basement looks nice now. And we plugged in the TV and we moved, the couch and the table that was in the corner where the pool table is, Spencer. It was here in the middle of the room because the painters did that.
Bishop G8.
Yeah, and now we're leaving it there. And we turned it sideways from the way we're facing, and then people can sit on this side of each table and play chess.
Knight G6. And then takes.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. 25-31. Bishop G8. I'm the terrificest. Correct. I don't know what color I am or which way I'm moving. Okay, I figured it out. Go Ben.
Yay.
Huh? Yeah. That's the hardest part of the problem. Like, what's happening? What's happening now? He won't be a teenager for another month. So here's what I recommend. Convert to Judaism now, right? Then you'll have a bar mitzvah when you're 13, and you'll get like $20,000-$30,000 in presents, and then you convert back to whatever you are.
Okay.
Yeah. Problem with the bar mitzvah is I think you have to pay for it. Not you, but you'll get a killing. Yeah. For more information, see the episode where Elaine goes to the bar mitzvah and the kid kisses him because he's an adult now.
Oh, yeah.
Then she says, "You're not an adult, you're 13." He says, "What? My religion's a lie. I renounce Judaism." Then she has to deal with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And rook B7.
Correct.
B3.
Recommended by Ginger GM. You got to be free.
Yay.
Yeah.
Just, rook takes B6.
Right. Why doesn't Rook B8 win? It doesn't, but why doesn't it?
King C7.
Yeah, then you lose.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can draw with Rook H8. I don't know the theory of that position. Probably a draw.
And then King B8.
2360. Hooray! All right, chat's as intelligent as ever. Look at that good stream. Look at that lighting.
Yay.
Yeah, just because the walls are better. Because the walls before were frankly terrible. Well, this shirt's nothing to mess with, so careful. Go Archer. It looks like one of your games. You always checkmating your opponent and stuff. Such. Yay, Bob's Burgers. When I got this shirt for me, I got Spencer 2 shirts.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers and a Nirvana shirt.
Nice.
Do you watch Bob's Burgers?
Not much.
Terrible. You have to watch it because Spencer likes it.
Yeah.
Go Bob's Burgers. Oh yeah, I gotta do a Cameo. Don't forget about Cameo because that's how I get money. It's Valentine's Day, so if you don't like your girlfriend or wife, and you probably don't, then you could have me do a Cameo for them. Like, Happy Valentine's Day, but your boyfriend hates you, and it's a roast. I don't roast too much because I'm a vegan, but for money, maybe. Come on, I solved this an hour ago. Aren't you Grandmaster? What? Go Archer. First of all, you got the two bishops. What else?
Yeah.
You're down 2 exchanges and a queen.
Yeah.
Down 2 exchanges that you got to be winning.
Yeah.
You can't do better than that. Obviously, none of you have wiser girlfriends. You're watching a stream Saturday night. You know. I'm not saying you're all losers. I'm just saying, 99% of you guys are losers. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first move, rook g4.
Why do you say that?
I don't know.
No, you got to calculate to the end.
Oh, okay.
Come on, this is easy for you. You're 12 or 13. Maybe because you're almost 13, it's harder. You're getting older.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, man. Now, this is your bread and butter, and it's not even vegan. So rook g4, what does he do?
Take the bishop.
Okay, then what? You only got one move that makes any sense at all. But knight f6 mate is illegal.
Yeah.
So what's the move that makes sense? Your rook's hanging,
Rook h4.
right? Then he has one legal move.
King g5.
Okay. Now you have to check him again. You got 2 choices. One you would never consider. So what's the other one?
f6.
You'd never consider f6. Never play f6.
Yeah.
So you play what?
h6.
Then what does he do? He has one legal move.
King f4. Not king f4, king f5.
Right? Then g6 mate.
Oh.
What's the problem?
Well,
It's easy because you never play f6. You don't have to consider it. Never play f6.
yeah.
Check, check, checkmate. Yeah, you're too close to 13. Now go the other way. If you get younger, then it's easier. Yay, it's checkmate. Right, and Spencer pointed out, it's not because of my rule, which it is,
Yeah.
but it's now the king has e6.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is because of my rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Archer agrees. All right, go Archer. Indeed. I like this Wishinzug on move 3. That's nice. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the part of the problem they're like hoping you don't find. Hey, Scottish Demon Goat. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh my God. Marry Me with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez. I couldn't think of a worse movie. I haven't seen it, but those are the 2 worst actors who ever lived. Oh, I've never been so mad at this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully your girlfriend's dumped you after that movie because it was so pathetic. The only thing worse than Joe Rogan and Elon Musk is that movie. All right, so what's the first move?
Knight e5.
Right? Okay, then they're going to take with the rook, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's the most obvious move in the history of chess?
D takes e5.
Uh-huh. And this is the move that's the Zwischen's third move.
e4.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you take pawn takes or bishop takes, then tough. Oh. Owen Wilson, just in shit movies, not a bad actor. Boo! Who's worse, Owen Wilson or Luke Wilson? Discuss.
I don't know.
That nobody knows because they're both terrible. They'll both be single by the end of the night. I hope so. Why would you go to a movie with Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez? Did you do you have brain damage? Right? Back me up. Mm-hmm. They do have brain damage? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good, yeah. What's happening here? You drink too much water? Mm-hmm. If you're going too fast, you got to H2. Whoa. Slow down. Yeah. Yeah, if I was trying to cast the worst movie ever, those guys would be at the top of my list. Owen Wilson and J-Lo. Terrible. And so forth. Yeah, if you like Joe Rogan, you're watching the wrong stream, go find a white supremacist stream somewhere that like is hosted by Elon Musk. All right, go Archer, but don't go anywhere.
Dang. Well, the first move is rook takes 6.
Mm-hmm. And the second move is
Rook c7.
right now. The third move is the first move we're thinking on. But I didn't think very long.
Is it queen e3?
What else could it be? No!
What?
Oh! You.
Yeah.
What?
Is it bishop c4?
No.
What is it?
Are you ready to be shocked?
What is it?
It's here.
Oh,
Because if you take queen e4, queen c6, queen a6 mate,
yeah.
and if you don't take, then, you know, I'll figure it out. Queen e1, queen b4 mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Fox Newsworthy. That was 3023 because nobody sees this. Everybody plays this like we did. Boo, we're the worst. There's only one thing worse than us. It's the chat for not having a train yet. They're the worst. Go Ben. I mean Archer. I don't like this because we're not down the exchange. We have 2 pieces for a rook. Terrible.
Knight takes f7.
Then what?
If, well, yeah, rook takes, and then rook d8,
Uh-huh.
and then rook f8,
Uh-huh.
and then rook takes f8,
Uh-huh.
and bishop takes,
Uh-huh.
and bishop d4,
Uh-huh.
and then bishop g7, and then
Uh-huh.
queen e5.
Uh-huh. Oh, and then if rook takes e7, queen b8. This is a lot harder than the one you were like, I don't know, where it was like check, check, checkmate. This was a million times harder.
Yeah,
You saw queen e5. They still know what you're talking about.
yeah,
No. And when I show them, they still won't know.
okay.
Yeah. It's all true. Yay, a hype train is close. Go hype train. $23.20. Seemed harder than that. Yeah. Well, everybody speaks notations better than you guys. Everybody does everything better than all of you do anything, right? Yeah. Archer's a better airline pilot than you guys. Do you know why you're a better airline pilot? I know why, but do you know why?
No.
You stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. All right, go Archer. Just jump over the rook already. I don't see what the problem is. Damn, I can't do it. Captain Slim is an actual airline pilot. Well, then check 6. I was on an airplane yesterday, so something. Ooh, there's 1,944 viewers. You know what happened in 1944?
What?
My mom was born.
Nice.
True story. The answers are really funny. Ben's bro, you win the prize for the worst answer I've ever seen on my stream. I mean, good job. Also, your last move is illegal, and your second move allows black to queen with check.
Rook A6.
Is it my mom Archer's grandma? No.
And then Rook A3.
Mm-hmm.
Then Rook A4.
Uh-huh.
And then Bishop F4.
Very good. Yeah, that was good.
And then
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep. The chat got that except for one thing. I mean, Spencer got it. Everybody else is like, I don't know, resign, and then maybe the arbiter won't know which side resigns, so I'll win. That was their best guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're always all wrong on every puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, puzzles, archers, at least 2200 strength USCF. At least.
Yay.
Yeah. All right, go archer, but stay there.
Is it not just Rook A2?
It is not just, oh yeah. 2259. It seemed easier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the chat got it, but not really. Nobody in the chat got it. Terrible. Go, Archer.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. Komsky has 43 viewers. How does he have so many? Oh, snap. Now let me give you a little math explanation. See where it says the number of viewers?
Yeah.
You see how it's in order of how many viewers you have?
Yeah.
But then it says 2,000, 2,000, then 2,100 for me. Just for me.
That's weird.
Just for me. Then it's in the wrong order, so I look bad. All right, I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah. Ridiculous. Boo, Twitch, boo. That's because they probably don't have NordVPN. Terrible. Did you solve it yet?
I think.
Okay.
Queen D8. And then Bishop C4. Then Knight G6. And then Pawn takes. And then Rook takes Knight. And then Bishop F6.
Yep. 2306. Etc. All right, let's do a NordVPN talking points because you like that.
Yay.
Yeah. Do you use NordVPN at school?
Me?
Anybody?
Yeah.
Who uses it?
I do.
At school?
Yeah.
Good job. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to type. I wanted to type... Wait, how do I do a thing, a marker? Exclam marker? I think so. I never do the markers, so I don't know. Marker... Ugh, I spelled marker wrong. Nord add. Did that make a marker? It doesn't say that I made a marker. Okay, well you did. Anyway, hello. I'm Ben, this is Archer, and we want to talk to you about NordVPN. Now, I want to talk to you about it, but Archer really wants to talk to you about it, except for one thing. Super fast servers, 5,200 plus in 59 countries. Unlock Netflix and your favorite entertainment websites. 30-day money-back guarantee. Guarantee void in Tennessee, except for that. Protects data while traveling. So let's say you're going on vacation and you're about to run into Brent Spiner. You won't. because this protects data. Cybersecurity Suite, which adds as an ad blocker. Acts as an ad blocker. Go ad blockers, unless they're my ads then. No data logging. So let's say, for example, you're cutting down trees in the forest and one of the trees is Brent Spiner. You can't cut that tree down and do logging. 24/7 customer support, even on leap years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Up to 6 simultaneous connections. That way you could play chess against yourself and your rating. Wait, don't do that. Double data encryption. And I can make more Brent Spiner jokes, but I won't. Star Trek. Compatible with most operating systems. Unlimited bandwidth. That's a good amount, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's even possible physically. Automatic kill switch. That's the 007 of switches. NordVPN is an extension for Chrome, the Chrome browser. It's user-friendly, unless we don't like you, then not as friendly. IKE v2 IPsec security protocol. P2P sharing allowed. I'm going to allow it. They selected as the best VPN by VPN Mentor in 2019. Recommended by VPN Mentor and PC Mag. And you can use it with an extension, which I already said. And if a new game is released, now pay attention.
Yeah.
Let's say you want to play a video game and it's released in the US in August and it's released in Europe in June.
Yeah.
Now, do you fly to Europe? Usually. But instead, you could use the NordVPN and use a European server and play the game. Everybody is jealous.
Yeah.
You do that all the time?
Yeah.
See? Yeah. Have you ever done that?
No.
Oh. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Spencer's like, this game is out in Japan, but it's not here. And then he starts destroying his apartment. And then when the police come, he said it was Godzilla. And they're like, okay.
I'm gonna go upstairs.
Then what? Come back down for more puzzles?
I'm sure.
What?
Maybe.
Okay, that's bye, Archer. Go, Archer. I said go, Archer, and he left. All right, somebody do the end of the NordVPN thing. Marker and NordVPN. Now, tomorrow, I'm supposed to be on at the same time, but obviously I won't be because of the Super Bowl, so I'll be on earlier. Yeah. 2,072 viewers a do. Hooray. Hi, everybody. Yeah, but I'm Spencer's dad. I'm not Archer's dad. But I am a great dad. It's true, except for one thing. I visited my daughter, Iram, when I was in Michigan Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And she lost a pin, and then I found it in my bag, which she put the stuff in the bag, so it wasn't my fault. But I have it. She thought it was gone forever. Yeah. Hooray. All right, time for more puzzles. What? This seems like every move I make would win. This can't be that hard. I'm confused. They want me to do the quickest mate? I don't know. I give up. I've never seen a puzzle where every move wins, but they obviously want the quickest. I've never seen one like this where that's what they're doing. Well, all right, I gotta do what they want me to do. I ain't much for sposing, but I suppose I have to. Where's the resign button? Well, this is mate in 3, but I'm worried there's a mate in 2. King here, king here, king here, and king here, rook here. Probably it's going to play king here, because probably people don't see that rook c6. Oh, it didn't do that. It played that move. Huh. 23. That's a weird puzzle. Care about that. 2209? Really? All right. What do I know? Can't let him go here. So it's probably this, and then this, and then this. And then, is it bishop here? Yeah, looks like it. 22, 29. 29! Let's see, is this it? I guess so. 22, 17. I get all the easy ones. $23.08. And don't be late. 22.12. They seem pretty easy. Let's see. Is it rookie 2? I don't know, I'm old. Oh, there's a bishop here. So maybe it's not rookie 2. Queen d4. I don't know. Rookie 1. Could be rookie 1. Is it Karen? Go Karen.
Yeah.
Yes, Archie was solving all the puzzles. He did. He's the goodest. Maybe it's rookie 1.
I saw one or two. You weren't explaining any of them.
Nah, I don't like the chat.
Well, I need explanations.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's here. No, I was wrong. Don't. This was my second option. I didn't really have a third option. So let's do the second option. No. I thought after rook here, he would go here. Is that somehow still the right answer? Then queen here. Huh.
All right. Try and bring the trophies down too.
I already guessed 2 answers and they were both wrong.
How's everybody doing?
Boo, everybody, boo.
Yes, Archer is a boy. Hey, Brick-a-brack, how's it going? All right, let's see, black to move.
I tried this and I tried this and then I gave up.
Yeah, we have to decorate still. We're still trying to set up. So we barely got stuff plugged in.
Barely a
So it's
GM.
kind of a neutral color behind us in a shelf, but we're going to put some stuff back there. And see. Hey, Kangaroo, how's it
I
going?
don't see why it would be that.
Hey, Bishop takes.
It's not. Huh.
Let's see.
I don't even see any other moves that it could be.
What were you looking at?
Rook here, and then queen check. And I played both of them and it said no. It said, you suck. I mean, I don't even see another move that makes any sense. Those are the moves that make sense. Oh, it's queen takes bishop. I just didn't see rookie 1. Yeah, I didn't see rookie 1. That was only 22-20. But somehow I couldn't see queen takes bishop. Terrible. I'm the worst.
Hey, Loop Loop. Hey, Yabba. Hey, folks. Let me see what I missed.
Yeah, this looks good for black.
You found it. I'm pretty tired. I've been working really hard today to do stuff. I made cabbage soup.
Yay.
I helped clean. I cleaned the newly renovated basement. I did a whole bunch of stuff.
I can't see what to do on knight takes a5, but I feel like it's a5. And then after knight takes a5, I give up. Always give up. I mean, it could be bishop g2, queen h3, threatening queen h2. That's sort of slow, but maybe there's doesn't matter if it's slow because he can't do anything about it. Like I go here, and then I go here, and then I take, and then I mate. But it seems like white should be able to do something about that. I don't know what he could do about it. I don't see anything else, so let's try it. All right, and then here, and then he takes my rook. All right, yay! That was 2241. All right, go Karen. Yay! Thanks to limited rice pudding, we've had no trains yet. Everybody's the maddest.
What do you mean they're the maddest?
There are no trains. Boo. Let's see. Whose turn is it? Well, I think it's going to be this check because if I give her go here, he has this check. But if his bishop is here, I don't care because then I just play king here. And then I can play here. I don't see a better move than that. Then I have to go here. And then, yeah, this is the part I wasn't sure about. If I take, he can't play here because bishop here. But he could just play king h1. Oh, then I play this. I didn't see that. That I didn't see. Okay, well, this is just easy. 2274.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about it because in my mind the pawn was still there.
Well,
Hey, Curious Chimpanzee, how's it going?
those are your favorite. 2464. That was pretty easy. Go, Karen. We did this one, but I forgot what the answer was. But we did it.
Who, me and you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I remember what the answer is.
Well, let me look for a second
Yeah.
because I'm not quick.
Yeah.
And I like explanations.
Spencer remembers. You know who else remembers?
I don't know.
Petritz Farm remembers. Yeah, Spencer would know that.
Let's see. Goes there.
Nope, it's not explosive. Not at all.
What, you're saying it's C4 or you're saying it's not C4?
They said it's explosive.
Whoa. I can't get it to shut up.
Yeah, I turned off Amber Alerts. I figure they gotta learn how to fend for themselves.
Let me see. I don't know, I was looking at Queen C4, but then he gets away maybe. He goes there.
Yeah, look at that great lighting. We're the best. We're nothing to mess with.
I do vaguely remember this one, I just don't remember the solution. Check. Okay, you're gonna have to help me out. I just want to take all day.
You want the first move?
Yeah.
Okay. It's
Well, you can
here.
just go ahead and tell. I remembered that move, but I don't remember the follow on. If I do a knight check and then it goes there. You can just go back there.
What are all your checks?
Well, I can check with the knight.
Huh? And what's the other one?
Do I have another check?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. The queen can't check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can.
It can. Oh, that check. Where it's going to lose the queen. Okay.
Yeah, and then the pawn's out of the way,
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's good. Now, where's your check?
Okay, so knight c4,
Mm-hmm.
and then rook b6.
Yeah.
Darn, I do remember that. I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't remember the solution though.
Yeah.
I haven't sacked enough.
She was missing the sack for like 3 days. I was in Michigan. Didn't see how they sack at all. All right, go, Karen. You can do what Otto. Help each other out. That'll be our motto.
Did you solve it already?
We've already solved this one too.
Oh, we did.
But I don't remember. Too old. Thanks, I'm a new. Good subscription. Good job. All right, I finally solved it. Man, I've already solved it. So it's, I can't remember anything. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Yay, Gem 0203.
So I could see maybe a fork there at the end. Oh, is it bishop f6?
Never play F6. Oh, no, because after king here, you can't do anything. After king takes, you'd have mate.
Oh, yeah.
But king here, there's nothing. And plenty of it.
It seems like there has to be some kind of fork where you can win the rook. Because it's loose over there.
Yep, it's after the remodel is correct. This is the first time we're streaming from the basement after they finished everything. Yeah, the light's pretty good. We like the color of the walls. It looks a lot nicer in here.
Yeah,
it's the whole basement, but you can only see a
we're
little
going
of
to put
it.
some stuff on the walls. We didn't have time because they just finished today.
Mm-hmm. You were right to retreat, but you retreated the wrong piece. Always retreat.
The knight?
Yeah, this knight's in a bad place. It stops you from playing check when the king's on the back rank,
Right.
and it stops bishop from going here check. So yeah, you check here. Now, if you take him with the pawn, that would let you play queen f8, mate. So you took with the queen. Yeah. Now you have to sack your queen because it's a puzzle. Yeah. In a real game, nobody would think of these moves, but it's a puzzle. So you have to be like, what's a puzzle kind of move? So you got to play the move you would never play. Then you're right.
Well, why wouldn't it be just queen d4?
Well, then I could block or move my king, and if you take, I could block with the f pawn. If you take my rook, I probably have perpetual. And I have queen and 3 pawns versus queen and bishop, so you're not winning.
Okay.
That's just black trying to win.
Sack the queen.
There you go. Do it. There's a lot of ways to sack your queen, but
Yeah.
one works.
So it is a stalemate puzzle.
It's stalemate except that it's checkmate.
I don't see the mate.
Okay, well, sack your queen. Give me some queen sacks. Let's see if you can find it. Has to be checked. 'Cause
Oh, it could be like queen h6.
if he plays king to the back rank, this is mate.
Right.
And then here you have mate.
Yeah, and then bishop f8.
Always play bishop f8. Mate. Yeah.
I got mated, similar kind of mate at the World Open.
Against Naroditsky? Oh.
No, I just didn't see. I was kind of blocked in by some pawns.
Go, Karen.
Hey, Charlotte Chess Center, how's it going?
This looks familiar.
I don't recognize it.
Right, I don't know the answer. This looks familiar. You want lessons on Tory spelling?
Tory spelling.
He wants spelling lessons.
You solved it already?
Hmm?
Oh.
I'll get a period. Ah, my leg. Ah, my other leg. No, just one.
All right. I think I know the
It
first one.
stopped beeping. So
Us-
you did something.
Yeah, I changed the batteries.
Well, yeah, because I changed the battery. Yes. But I thought that wouldn't work. Because nothing ever works. Ooh, I was Missouri State Champion in 2010.
Well, I don't know. It seems like it has to be knight c6.
Yep, that's correct.
But then I was looking at maybe it's gonna get away here.
Don't let him get away. Don't let him.
So let me see what happens if I go queen a8 and then knight takes and then rook takes. Then probably knight b6.
What?
Oh,
Wait, what? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought after knight b6, king here, rook here was made. I missed king takes knight.
okay.
I'm the worst. So play the other move that's check. That's not that. I forgot about king takes knight. And I forgot about Dre.
Let me see.
Big money, no whammy, stop. $5.
Okay, so rook a7 and then knight b6.
Well, it depends where he goes.
Oh, okay.
King here, knight here was made.
Right.
Thanks for the $5. Your question's too hypothetical. Very few, I don't know. 1%. Now you have to run away from me. Nigel Short style.
Well, so he's about to get out out on the side again.
Mm-hmm.
So if you move the rook back up, it just goes back.
Mm-hmm. So what checks do you have that aren't these two? Since that doesn't work.
Oh, you could go knight d6.
Now you're talking.
But I thought he got away over there.
Yeah,
oh.
except you have mate in one.
Oh, you have the rook takes f7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't see that, so I was trying to figure out how to get him to run it. What are you saying? Super Bowl staff made a serious error at the airport today. They're supposed to pick up the guy in charge of the halftime show, but they forgot.
I can't even tell if it's a joke anymore. Oh, they forgot about Trey. Okay.
Oh.
That's there's like 4 guys doing the halftime show, so I did like, nah, okay, forgot about Trey. Yeah, Sven figured it out. Yeah.
Pretty witty.
Well, yeah. Okay, go Karen.
All right.
This one's too hard, I give up.
I don't know. I got a side ache.
I thought you had a headache.
Oh, that went away.
Mm. I figured it out. I kept playing the wrong move order because I'm stupid. Then I played the right move order and I was less stupid.
I need to look at it for another second.
Mm-hmm. You guys can say whatever you want, and you do. So NordVPN got back to you or never?
It's not unusual for there to be a day or two.
So not yet.
Not yet. I haven't checked though.
As long as they pay us double. What's double of $5?
Yeah, I hadn't really looked today.
No.
Darn, why are these all so hard?
No. You have selected regicide. If you know the name of the king that you have killed, press 1.
Okay, I'm gonna have to have some help.
Okay, so this pawn is defending that and that. So if you take one, then take the other, you'll win a piece.
Right.
However, this piece is attacked. So you have to unattack that piece with tempo and then do the thing we said. So how do you move this and gain a tempo?
I mean, bishop h4.
Okay, right. Now you can take either one, then take the other, but only one of them works. If you take the wrong one, you're losing. Take the right one, you're winning. And I kept taking the wrong one in my head. Then I was like, oh, take the other one first. I'm smart.
I kept trying to find a mate with the queen check and the bishop. I just couldn't. I wasn't looking at anything right.
Yeah, you got to look at all the captions.
So I was looking, I just didn't. So let me see if I take.
Yeah, one
the
of these
knight,
moves loses and one wins.
and then they take, and then you take. Oh yeah, because you need a little help there on G7, maybe. I don't know.
I just wear Wu-Tang because they play chess.
So I guess
Delicious.
I'm not sure. Okay, so if knight takes and then pawn takes and then you take. Oh yeah, the bishop might. No.
Yeah, the problem is this move is wrong, but why? Then white's winning.
Yeah,
other
if
than
the
taking
queen, let's see.
After this, what's the only forcing move that's not taking back? What's white's other forcing move?
So that you're saying bishop takes knight, and then it's, I mean, white can go. Is that forcing enough? Queen G4.
That's not forcing.
Well, you're just attacking the bishop.
No, defended.
Oh.
Attacking things isn't forcing. Forcing is the captures and checks. Just attacking a bishop doesn't matter. I've already taken a knight. Attack a queen, maybe, if you're lucky.
Well, I thought it was forcing because you're doubling up, but I know that your own pawn's in the way. I don't know. You're gonna have to help me.
It's a forcing move. It's a check or a capture, and it's both. There's only one more that's not that. It's the only one. It's like, what's her name? Is that Melissa Etheridge? Because I'm the only one who hates the song with you. Da 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 da.
I don't see it.
It's bishop takes pawn check.
Oh.
Then if it's a capture or check. Then if king takes, you get mated. Either by g8 and queen here, or queen here and queen here.
Okay.
So you have to take this to stop bishop h7 check. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I didn't see bishop h7 check. I wasn't even looking at the right thing to begin with.
Yeah, you have to look for opponent's counterplay, checks and captures. Especially checks and captures. But especially Bart. Now you have the two bishops. What else?
I had it in my mind it was something else. Hey, Yassine. And it blocks me from seeing other ideas.
Hey, we solved this, but it was too hard.
Black to move.
We solved this.
I don't recall.
I remember it being really hard.
You don't remember the answer anymore?
Yeah, I remember. Could be wrong, though. The surprise has an R before the P also. I hope you're surprised.
No, looking at queen h4. Let me see.
Close. So you see how this pawn's attacked twice?
Mm-hmm.
And it's defended twice. So attack it again.
Oh, it's just queen g7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. Hooray. I didn't take it, I guess. Oh. Yay. Easy peasy. You got to triple up on the bubble up.
Well, that seems too easy, and that was right.
Yeah, triple it up.
I
It was easy because I already solved it. Like, we solved that one already.
You like the new basement? We're going to make the background look less boring, but we didn't have time today. But thank you. Yeah, it looks way better.
No way.
So
All right, go Karen. Yeah, the basement looks great. We got rid of all that red, paneling. Blah.
terrible.
Now it looks nicer. Yeah, we have a treadmill, TV, sofa, pool table, ping pong tables hidden away because we can't fit everything.
That stuff was in here before.
Right, and then we have a table we put there, and then we're gonna play chess on it when like James Alltoucher comes over. He'll be over Tuesday, so watch the Tuesday night stream. We'll be on Chess TV, and James will be here. It'll be fun for the whole family, except for one. No, thanks for the sub. Thanks. What about you? What about you? Are you coming over? I think Peter wants to come over.
Yeah.
Right now? All right, you can come right now.
Yeah, drive on down.
If you come, you get here about 1 a.m., that's fine.
Yeah, the dogs are waiting on you.
Mm-hmm. We can't buy a pool table. We've had a pool table for years. Which is funny to donate or gift subs? I don't think either one's funny. Thanks, Dead Ninja. You're the deadest ninja.
So just go ahead and try to queen? Or...
Well, if you try to queen, I'll stop you. I have a queen. But yeah, you're right. But don't let the guy stop you. So stop him from stopping you queening, then queen. How do you stop the queen from coming back and stopping your pawn?
Trade queens.
Correct.
Okay. I was scared to do that, though.
Now queen.
Okay.
If you don't queen, you lose.
Right.
So you got to queen. All right. Now, if you queen, I queen. But he can't stop you from queening anymore. He's too slow.
Right.
So you stop him from queening.
King E8?
Mm-hmm. You queen.
Okay.
Yay.
I had the right ideas, but I didn't have it in the correct
Thanks,
order.
Frodo Fraggins,
Thank you,
GGST.
Frodo.
Mm-hmm.
You're headed to Charlotte for a tournament. We are too. Hey, Master John, how's it going?
Who?
Master John.
Mm-hmm. Is that a misnomer? All right, ready? Go, Karen.
Yeah, we're going to go to Charlotte soon, too.
Mm-hmm.
West Palm Beach was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. I've never done a team tournament before, so.
Yeah, this is like Spassky Fischer Game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, because the winning move is the famous move from that game. Otherwise, I don't like it at all.
Oh.
2669 viewers. Hey, John. Go, John. Hey, so that's your opponent. That's the guy. That's the kid. Yeah.
Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Patrick gave me the smackdown.
Not only do we listen to Wu-Tang, I play chess against the Wu-Tang Clan.
Good.
They actually do our investment. Wu-Tang Financial.
Yeah.
Yeah, they told me to diversify my bonds, so I had to do that.
So what about Knight H5?
That's right. Don't you know that famous song? What about Knight H5? $30 from Frodo. Nice wooden chess set. We don't own nice chess sets, but probably House of Staunton's where you get a nice chess set, right?
I would think so.
Yeah, probably
we,
House of Staunton.
We have that one nice wooden set that Archer's dad gave him.
Mm-hmm.
That's real pretty.
House of Staunton usually is where you get nice chess sets.
Mm.
E5. Oh no!
I prefer just to play with the tournament style pieces.
Your turn.
Let's see what happened.
He pushed his pawn here.
Oh, and then I guess just and take the queen.
Maybe.
Um,
I'm worried about FG check, but I don't see what to do about it.
I was looking at that too.
Oh, it's not
Sorry.
taking the queen.
I
I
was
wasn't
worried
sure
about-
what to do about FG check. F takes this, and there's all kinds of tricks. So I was worried about that.
I was worried about.
I guess you take this. I don't know what else. you
Yeah,
can
that's
do.
what I was looking at.
No.
Darn.
Say what? Can I get a what? What? Well, then I resigned. Could be here, but that's too hard. Oh, there's a bishop on h6, so it's not there. I guess it's here. No! No. Thanks, Turtle2423. This puzzle is going to be way over 3,000. Maybe it's bishop e2. No, then e6 check. E6 check is annoying. Huh. Yeah, this is too hard for me. Wah. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that. It's not DE, it's not queen takes, it's not knight takes queen. Those are my three favorite moves. I think it's Rig G5.
I was looking at that.
I
But
think that's what it is. No, wow. That was my best guess. Thanks, D Rush. Wow. Well, then it's Rig G7. Wow. Rook G5 or Rook G7? Every move I make, I'm more surprised it's not the answer.
How about rook g6?
Well, then you take it with check and the bishop's hanging. I was trying to give this square for my king.
Oh.
It's probably a queen move. Then I have king e6. No, because... Oh, so it's queen here and then king here? Queen here, pawn check, king here. You have to defend h4, so the queen doesn't go to h4. Wow, it's not queen d8 either. I mean, after bishop e2, he plays e6 check. I didn't know what to do there.
I'm not sure, Tom.
All right, we'll try this. Somebody mentioned it. Yeah, it was that. Somebody, I guess, used their engine. And then take, I guess.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to go back. I don't understand the puzzle.
Yeah, it's just a silly puzzle. That was too hard.
Well, I mean, what? I don't understand the moves.
Right, it's just too hard.
It's too hard.
Yeah. It's hard to make a move here because white has so much counterplay. Like if I take this, then check, and this, and white's doing fine. So I had to make a move that would sort of help. And after this move, I want to take this, that I'm just winning up a piece and I'm winning your queen. So you have to do something about this. And the engine did that, which didn't do anything. The queen is still trapped. So the idea is, here's the main idea, so you'll understand. After knight takes, pawn takes, check, I can't play king g6 because the bishop's defending it. I can't go here, which would just win the game. So the point is, after knight c4, if you take the knight, now I can take your queen, and the game's over. I'm up a queen. So you can't take the knight, but I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this, and the queen is trapped. So there's not really a good move to make that does anything for white. And then if you take this, attacking my queen twice, since your queen is attacked, I can just take this. And then if you take my queen, I take your queen, and I'm up a rook. Although this is mate. No? Oh, that's not mate. I can go here. All right. Crazy like Fox News. That was just way too hard puzzle. It was 3,000 puzzle.
Is that, what's the rating?
2964. Yeah. And so forth. All right, let's do an easier one. There you go. Delicious. This stream's too exciting.
Did you solve it already?
No.
There are so many different options.
Yep.
So I keep looking and not deciding. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can try something.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at a couple of different moves.
Yeah, I
Either
think it's.
F take,
I think
yeah.
it's either this or this, but I can't decide which one.
I was also looking at F takes E7, but I was
Maybe
mainly
after
looking
queen
at
here, I didn't see anything.
me neither. I was looking at F takes G7, but it seems like the rook just blocks. Yeah.
Right.
But then I wasn't sure because you got the queen check.
I thought it was this.
But then I was trying to figure out because it looks like they run out the other side.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at queen check, bishop, queen here check. And then I couldn't find a win of either one.
Mm.
Bishop g5 takes queen f7, and then I can check and take the rook. But what if he doesn't take? He plays rook g7. Queen h3, queen h8. Oh, queen h7. I think it's queen h3, but I wouldn't bet my life on it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell how that might be different than queen f7.
Well, queen h3 is check, so he has to move, and then if he plays king e8, I can play queen h7 and get a tempo. Although there's king f7, check king g7. Yeah, I don't know. Darn. Bishop g5, rook g7. I don't know what to do. Then bishop f6, bishop f6, queen d5 mate. I think it's bishop g5. I think it's this.
Bishop g5.
Then if rook takes, bishop here, bishop takes, this is mate. And if bishop takes, queen check, and he blocks with the knight, I have queen check here, queen takes check, and the knight's pinned. Same with the bishop. So I'm pretty sure it's this. No! I was sure it was this.
Seems reasonable.
Here. Yeah, I don't know why that's not right, but we'll look it up. Then there's your move, which I think is right now, because you're threatening here.
Yeah, and also you're still putting pressure on e7.
Yeah, your move is right. And then if I take this, he goes back. So I take this. Yeah, you were right. 3,000. That was the right move. Queen
Well,
F7.
but I didn't have all the.
No, that
ideas.
was good. Queen F7.
That was so
that was a
hard.
big threat. Queen takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, you did good. And well.
Yeah. Ben, can you do the rated puzzles? No, because it's cheating if I'm sitting here doing them with them. So that's why we're not doing them rated. What's wrong with Spencer's line? I didn't see Spencer's line. Anyway, wait to me. I didn't even know we had another
Yeah.
puzzle up. So yeah,
That was too hard.
let me look at this new one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't understand why two moves don't win. Ugh.
Let's see.
Oh, because of rook h8. I didn't see rook h8. Okay. So that means, or rook a1, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, I thought this check won, and I thought knight here won. But after rook check, king here, knight here, there's rook here. Yeah, so you have to play here first. And then after rook check, you just go here, and you get rid of the stalemate. If you take it, stalemate.
Okay.
So you go here, then if he checks, you take with the king, and it's not stalemate. Ah, no, this stalemate trick I didn't see. I like it. It looks like I have to go here, so when he goes here, I go here. But how does that win? Oh, that move I didn't see, so now I shouldn't win. I don't deserve to win. So rook here, knight here is winning? Why is that winning? Doesn't seem like it's winning. If I go anywhere else, though, he plays here. So I have to go here. Then if he goes here, I can go here. And if he checks, I take with the king. If he checks this way, I take with a knight. So after here, he has to go here. Then I go here. And I don't see why that's winning, but I don't see anything else to do. So I gotta do something. Doesn't even seem winning to me. But I want to win, so I don't know what else to do. I mean, I have to go here. Can't win otherwise. And then I have to go here. Why am I done? I don't know how to win after like king here. Oh, knight check wins the rook. Oh. Oh, I forgot I was threatening that. Okay. Well, then I'm probably winning because the king's trapped. I can go here and then here. Yeah, all right. I got to this position. I thought you could go here. I forgot I could play this knight check. Then there's no stalemate. Wait, king here. There's still. Oh, no, then I play this knight check, and then there's no stalemate. Yeah, this is always stalemate with the knight here. With the knight here, if his king is here, I can check him, and then there's no stalemate anymore. Still too hard.
Mm-hmm. It's hard.
What color am I? White?
No, don't blurt out the answers.
I don't know the answer.
Well, you did the last one, so it was just fine. I didn't know it anyway, but
I don't know nothing.
can't blurt it.
Yay, 1,000 sentences. Hype train is close. Hooray. Go hype train. Join the hype train. train. All right, this one I got.
All right, let me look for another second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I would think the first move is king takes c7.
Mm-mm.
No.
Because then rook here wins your pawn.
I thought I could queen the b pawn.
No, too slow. King takes here, pawn here takes, pawn here, I check and take it. It's one move too slow.
Okay. There was a noise. Thank you. Whatever it was.
Yeah, we're on the hype train. It's our first hype train.
All right.
Thanks, Grunge, for it. Thanks, 11 years.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
Darn, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna need a hint.
Okay, so you want to queen this pawn
Right.
because this pawn's taken forever. So the normal move here is to play bishop g5, and then if he takes it, you go here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. However, after bishop g5, they can play rook here. And you're not going to queen your g pawn. So the other way to stop rook here is to play bishop e3, and now you're trying to queen your pawn. After bishop e3, what's the only move black can play that stops that pawn from queening like that? After this, black only has one move to try to get his rook in position to stop the pawn.
Maybe rook f3.
Correct. Okay. So when you played here on move one, this move worked. So you play here, then when the rook goes here, then you play this move.
Okay.
Now there's no rook g1, but there's rook g3, right? And then the bishop pins the rook to the king.
Oh.
Yeah, so you go here, and then you go here. Yeah.
Nice. I knew there was a. I knew it had something to do with getting those guys on the same diagonal. Just couldn't do it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Go,
knew that. I
Karen.
knew that's what the puzzle was, but I just couldn't do it. Black to move. I worked so hard today. I'm tired. You solved it already?
Go Hype Train. You cheap bastard. You subscribed. We didn't make it to level 3, but we tried. Thanks, people. So what's the only forcing move? There's only like one or two.
The only force, I mean, rook takes f2.
Right, and you see how rook takes f2 unleashes the queen on this, and the rook's defending it.
I see it now.
Okay, now after rook takes f2,
Yeah.
white's not going to take that. Okay, black's threatening mate and the queen. So what other move does white have that saves the queen and stops mate?
Oh, wait, no. Why wouldn't they take?
Because queen takes here would win.
Oh, yeah, because they can't take with the queen. Okay, I'm sorry. What was your question?
After rook takes, other than taking this, what's the other move white can make after rook takes f2?
I guess, no, that seems bad. Well, maybe g4. That's
You
bad.
mean queen g4 or pawn g4?
Pawn g4.
Oh, your queen's hanging. Queen g4.
Oh, yeah.
Queen g4. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, queen g4.
right. Well, it took, which is easy. After queen g4, then black has one winning move, which I'll show you in the analysis. Now, what's your winning move here? If I played this against Crush, you would go, oh my God! And then she wouldn't resign. Hard to understand. But since it's already happened.
Oh, yeah. So bishop h2.
Take that. So
Is that what happened in the Crush game?
similar, but it was easier than the Crush game. Okay, so this is the move. This is the move you were that I thought I was going to play.
Okay.
And I only saw one winning move here, but there's more than one winning move. Oh, you can win the same way. Okay, I only saw this way of winning, which does win. But you can win in the same way. And then play bishop h2. So it's the same thing. Yeah. That's why they didn't play queen g4, because this wins and this wins. This was my winning move because we're threatening mate on f1, and good luck to you. Yeah, they're both +6, so it doesn't matter. But this is slightly better, slightly easier. Yeah.
What are people up to? I haven't really read the chat much tonight.
They're just guessing the wrong answers, telling us how great the stream looks, how bright we are.
Yeah, we're gonna liven it up in the background. We didn't have time to do anything. Barely got all the stuff moved down.
Barely a GM.
I'm tired because of the whole situation.
Go, Karen.
And the worker today didn't know any English at all.
Yeah, like we showed him C4, and he's like, no es bueno. And he didn't understand English. Terrible.
3 days. So he had a little translator up on his phone today. That worked pretty well. So he was typing it out in Spanish, and then we translate it, and so then we were able to communicate a little. He was just a subcontractor. I mean, the whole thing was just ridiculous.
Frankly.
And we just got dragged into all this stuff, that I don't want to deal with. The guy today was telling me I need to tell his boss that everything was okay because he needed to get paid so he could get comida for the week. Now, that made me feel really bad. I don't want to be involved in all that, just trying to get her basement done. It made me feel bad because he was a nice guy, but don't drag me in on your stuff. Anyway, I guess it's all worked out.
Mm.
Now, let's see. What's wrong with that move? it is Queen H3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody is always looking at this, and they just miss this. They just don't see it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
It's 2557 because
That one's
if
overrated.
if this move wasn't here,
Oh.
everybody would find this. But instead, they're spending all their time analyzing this.
I
That's
looked
why
at that
it's-
and I couldn't get it to work. So
Right.
I looked at the other something
Right,
else.
and then this is just immediately.
That one's a
yeah.
little bit. That's not really that high rated though. Thank
Zero
you,
space
Zero
chess.
Space
Hooray.
Chess. Thoughts on a Futurama reboot?
I heard about that.
Hey, Donkel, I didn't hear about it.
Mm-hmm.
You fell for it, Lord of Bob's? Black to move. Let's see. Oh, it's got to be Rook GT, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Thanks, Dankle16. You're the danklest.
and the reason I always mess these up is because of the block. So let me look a little harder with understanding that's how I always mess these up. Let's see if I go Rook F2 maybe. But then I'll go Bishop F3. Then I can take on F1. Then he's got the G2 square. Because bishop's blocking.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow?
I mean, I could just go Rook G5.
Now you're talking. Yeah, Rook here I can take, or I can play King G1.
Oh, yeah.
here.
Oh, I didn't see that knight.
No? It's not winning the queen? All right.
I didn't see the knight, so I was...
It's not that. Oh,
Oh, well, let's look
it's
some...
not G6
Look
because
a little
knight takes
deeper.
threatens this. It's not Rook G5 check? Why didn't that win? That looks pretty winning to me. I have spoken. I guess this is more winning. And then you trade queens. Yeah.
Oh,
It's just-
okay. I saw
Either
that
way, I
right
think is
there.
winning too. This is obviously more. This is obviously
Alright.
winning, but I don't like it as much. But I understand, or maybe I don't.
You were right. Black to move.
Delicious.
Oh, we didn't know Rook takes D4.
Mm-hmm. Then it's gonna play here. Did you expect that?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then it's just Rook D1.
And then did you see knight here?
Not in that variation.
But it's still right, so that's good. Now you take the queen, and everybody's happy. Then you're up the exchange and winning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I was
Yeah.
right, but I didn't know all the nuances.
There's nuances. Okay, so white's going this way. That's the part I already solved this a long time ago.
White to
I don't
move.
remember what the answer was, but I solved it. And that's all that matters. Oh yeah, now I remember what the answer is. I've already solved this, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, I have to make a cameo tonight. It was a 24-hour one. So I got to do it before I go to sleep.
I mean, you can go bishop c4 check.
Correct.
And then you're covering that f1
Correct.
square.
Right. Now you go to
But
queen.
I'm a little worried about those other pawns.
Right. Well, here's the
Okay.
problem. If you go here and he does that,
Yeah.
you made him easily. So after here, he has to queen.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you take it and he goes here, then if you queen, he queens with check because your bishop's not there anymore.
Right.
So this is still right though. Yeah, this is the tricky move. Yeah, if you queen and I queen, you won't win because it's check and your bishop's hanging.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to play the move you would never play. Never.
Never play.
That's just you would never play, and it's not one of my sayings. Just
I know.
not a
Bishop
move you
c4 again?
would. No, because he queens.
I don't. Oh, yeah, he takes
It's just the
it.
same.
Move that I would never play. Well, there's not that much on the board.
Mm-hmm. See, it's this, but not making a queen.
Oh, okay.
That way, when he queens with check, you can block. Hooray!
Well, I mean, if you block with the knight.
There you go. It's check,
Yeah.
and the bishop stops king a6. Is a bishop on f1?
Yeah.
Yeah, always play bishop f1. Right. Now you just got to go mate him.
Yeah, it's like a bishop and knight mate with some other stuff on the board.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess you go bishop a6 and then bishop b7.
Yep. All done. Queen h7
Yeah,
check
that
from
was
c1.
really hard.
That's the best move ever.
Mm-hmm.
What I used to show this puzzle to kids. There's kings here and a queen here, and the answer is queen here mate. There's nothing else on the board. And a lot of little kids, when they move their queen, it ends up like here. They can't go all the way. They're like, and then it ends up somewhere else. Close. And so forth. I'm getting tired of this, but all right. It's enough streaming.
I'm not tired. It's just my sides.
No,
still
I am.
hurting.
I'm like, I'm exhausted. I've never streamed for
We
2
had a
hours
long
before.
day. We did all these fancy.
We moved everything down here and set
Moved
everything
like a
up.
lot. I vacuumed the whole basement and then had to get spray out and clean up
Got spray out.
parts. And
I had to
then
watch her do it,
I brought down more stuff than Ben.
and then I had to watch her bring the stuff down.
I brought down the monitors. We had to set the tables
I
up.
brought one monitor. Yeah, you brought that one. I brought that one.
I said we brought down the monitor.
Oh, they said I brought.
But I brought down the light and laptop
I brought down that
and
laptop.
the cord,
You brought down that one. I got the
power
camera.
strip.
Power
and the
strips.
other
Power
and the
strips
other
were
laptop.
here. They were in this.
Nope.
No.
And
Oh yeah, that one wasn't.
camera bag, the vacuum.
Yeah, but I brought the ladder down.
I did more.
No, but I brought the ladder down.
No,
I know.
I brought the ladder down. I forgot about the
You
ladder.
brought it down from upstairs?
Yeah.
That ladder?
Yeah. I had to get the
I would have hit the wall.
smoke alarm off the wall.
I would have hit the wall like 8 times.
And then I did all sorts of stuff. I'm tired.
I picked up the TV and put it there.
And I went to the gym for an hour and a half. So
I dreamed about going to the gym. No, I'm kidding.
I did
didn't
a lot
dream.
of physical things today, so I'm starved.
I went to the fridge and got a Perrier.
All right, so black's to move.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I resign. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, this is like the game Irina Crush versus, I think it was Sabina Foizor, unless it wasn't, from the U.S. Women's in like 2010, somewhere around there. But I mean, that was
Well, let me look.
similar to this.
Before you
That was
tell us
Irina
the answer.
blundering. This is just, this is the way it is.
All right. No, tell us.
One bishop. What else?
Okay, I need some help.
Okay, so if you take this, there's no more threats. If you take this, you're still threatening this guy, and he's almost trapped.
Okay.
So the first thing you do is you check here, so the knight's completely trapped, and then you're also threatening the rook. So if bishop takes, rook takes, you can take the rook. Okay, he has to play king a1. If he plays knight c2, his queen's hanging. So he has to play here. Okay, now when you take the knight, you're threatening bishop takes b2 check, winning his queen.
Okay, yeah.
If he moves his queen to safety, you can take on h4, the knight. If he plays rook takes bishop, you can take the rook on h1, which is why you play queen a4. So the puzzle, that's the interesting part, is if he takes with the queen, what do you do? And that's like the crush game with Sabina from 10 years ago. So probably he will take with the queen.
Okay.
Right. And now you have the crush Sabina. And many other games. You know, my game with Nolan Hendrickson, etc. Mainly, etc.
Oh, yeah. Rook c1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fairly common tactic, but I didn't see all the stuff leading up to
Yeah.
it.
All right, one more, since we're still on
Somebody-
Chess TV.
Somebody had that tactic against me a couple of years ago at World Open, but he didn't play it.
Mm-hmm.
Last round, little Asian kid.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't the greatest, and I'm not the greatest. So I
You-
think
you-
we
but-
drew.
But you're the greatest.
We drew. White to move.
I got a puzzle. White to play and not win. Oh, snap. Now that puzzle's hard. But I understand what moves they want. Yeah, this would be hard to do in a tournament because my opponent would have already resigned. Oh, snap. Yeah, there's a dumb puzzle because everything wins.
Oh, I mean, I think it's a rook b8.
Mm-hmm.
Start with,
That's a good start.
and then king.
Yeah, no, this is the move they want you to play.
No, I thought it was just king c8. I mean, rook c8. No.
Mm-hmm.
Then goes king.
Yeah, the king's trapped now. You don't want to check him away where he's not trapped.
Oh,
You want to, do what Morphy would do.
I don't know what Morphy would do.
He'd put on lady shoes, and you have a lot of them.
He liked to wear ladies' shoes.
He got all his pieces involved. Which white piece isn't involved?
Well, I mean, the rook on F1.
There you go.
So just double it up.
Yeah, then you're threatening mate, which is easy to stop.
But it's not.
Is there a way to stop it?
I don't see.
All right.
And then just rook B7.
You're in check.
Oh.
If you go here, the knight check wins your rook. So which is quicker, this or this? They both win. They want the quicker one, which is dumb.
Well, if you go king H1, you can't be checked anymore.
Uh-huh. Then he took this bishop that was there, because you were threatening mate.
Mm-hmm.
So now what do I do?
Stop doing stuff. It's not rook B7?
This one?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb puzzle, because everything won, and making you win the quickest. Should I raid Naroditsky?
Let's see who else streaming.
Okay.
Well, I think he's probably just gone live. I wouldn't raid him. He's
Okay.
only got 37 people,
Okay.
which means he's probably got that starting soon.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bras?
Okay.
Bye, everybody. Oh, he's offline. Yeah, I thought he was offline.
Who is?
It says he's online. Naroditsky, there's something weird
Oh.
going on. He only has 37 people.
People? Yeah, I think he just came on. Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
everybody.
Bye.